What's up, Cloud Life? It's Overflow next to the channel Faith Trading and Wealth, giving you the latest and greatest updates on life, the charts, and everything else that's going on. How y'all doing? How y'all been? I know it's been a while since I've done a live stream, but I got a lot I can say. Darcy, what's up? You said it's 3:10 here where I'm falling asleep. Yeah, no problem. I understand. If you gotta sleep, go sleep. I'm not gonna keep you up. Unless you want to stay up, but I appreciate you just for showing up and saying what's up. Thank you for that. But yeah, I just want to say, you guys, I know it's been a while since I've done a live stream, and y'all already know. I don't have to explain that, but you know, life is interesting, and we'll get into that later. But life is interesting. I'll say that. I also want to say, things been going well with me, though, even though I haven't been showing myself lately. But I just want to say what's up, you guys, because people have been asking me when you go to live stream, and I said I was gonna live stream yesterday, but it didn't work out that way. Stuff came up. I had to get some stuff done around my place, and just thinking about some stuff as well. But other than that, I've been good. Just been relaxing, trying to focus on the future, trying to focus on things that I'm working on, and trying to be not talk too much about stuff that I got going on, because I don't like sharing all the time everything that I'm doing. I like to just put it out there and let it be good. What's up, Pete? How you doing? I appreciate you, Pete, for jumping on here tonight. Appreciate you, man. God bless you. You said it's good to take a break, bro. Yeah, it is good to take a break. I wanted to take a break because sometimes y'all don't understand I don't know how people consistently do stuff every single day of the week. Like live streaming, you have to come up with topics, you have to speak, you have to do all this. And I'm not even that big of a platform either, so I don't feel like I need to talk that much. If I was bigger, then maybe I would talk more often and have more live streams, but I say it's not really worth doing that, especially at where I'm at now. So I come on when I can. I come on when I think it's reasonable to come on, and also when the Lord leads me to come on, I'll come on. But other than that, I'm not gonna come on just because, But yeah, taking a break was good. I got to sit back, reflect on some stuff, personal stuff, topics that I want to work on. I actually was working on some new merch as well. I also have that coming out, so I will order some merch, buy my own merch, and I'll wear it for you guys so y'all can see what it looks like. I got some of the ladies that watch this channel. I got leggings for the ladies. I got sports bras for the ladies. I got crop top hoodies for the ladies as well. So I got some new stuff as well for the ladies as far as merch. So I've been working on a lot of stuff, just been busy, and also another reason why I wasn't doing live streams, just to let you guys know, my sleeping schedule really got twisted. So I would go to bed around 3 a.m., 4 a.m., and I would wake up at like 12 in the afternoon, or maybe even 2 p.m. in the afternoon. So my sleeping schedule got messed up as well. So I stopped drinking coffee for that reason. So I don't drink coffee no more. Sadly, because I love drinking coffee. I just like it for the taste anyway. But yeah, my sleeping schedule got messed up. So I said, you know what? Maybe I need to just relax, just rest, and just sit back for a while. So that's another reason why I wasn't really doing streams as well. Especially when you're doing like most of the I'm not like it's not like I'm doing I'm not partnered with nobody doing a live stream, or I'm not doing a collaboration. So it's not like, if I was doing that, then that'd be different. Like I would be on more often. But since I'm not focused on that. I'm focused more on making sure I'm doing fine. My health is good. I've been working out more as well. Also been going through a lot of stuff too, and I'll get there in a second, because man, sometimes you really gotta step back and look at what God's doing in your life. The topic that I want to talk about today, and this is really big, and y'all might be confused hearing this from me, because I always try to uplift everybody and try to encourage people, and that's what I'm gonna do today too. But I'm come from a very real place, a very real place tonight, whether people want to hear this or not. So there's a time in our lives, and some people have already gone through this phase. Some people have already, some people may have not. Some people have already, are probably on the midst of that, or probably in it right now. Another reason why I wasn't doing live stream, just being real and open with you guys. I was starting to question God and some stuff in my life, and starting to, look at certain things, like, because when you live for God, and this is what I want to say, because one of the reasons why I don't listen to everybody that speaks the word of God or speaks about God, because if you haven't been in a place where you haven't questioned God, or you haven't, say, God, what's going on, I can't really take advice from you. Only reason why, because you really haven't been through anything yet. And the stuff that I've been going through, my faith has been challenged, and my mentality, my mental has been challenged. A lot of stuff has been challenged in my life, and I'm just being honest. Like, a lot of stuff has been challenged in between that time, but I've still been focusing on what I've been wanting to do as well, what the Lord has instructed me to do. And, you still have to make that decision and make the choice to still keep going forward, even if it doesn't look promising, even if it doesn't look to go in your way. You still have to make that decision to move forward. And yeah, you're gonna not feel like it, because there's times I don't feel like doing certain things, but I still do, because I know I need to stay. Need to keep busy. I need to keep moving forward. I need to keep doing what the Lord has asked me. So it comes to one of those things where you really have to sit down and say, Lord, you said this, you said this, you said this, right? And you have expectations, because when God tells you something, you have expectations, right? So you're expecting something, and it's not going how you expect it to go, and so you're like, okay, well, it is what it is, but I'm still gonna praise you, still gonna keep going forward, and try not to have a bad attitude. And that's the thing that I'm where I'm at right now. I'm trying not to have a bad attitude with God, with everything going on in my life. Now, some of y'all understand what I'm saying. Some of y'all have no idea what I'm saying, because you have not been at that point yet. I pray that you never get to that point. But everybody that I studied in the Bible has questioned God at some point in their life. Jesus even said, why hast thou forsaken me? David also asked the Lord, why are you going to let my enemies take over me and kill me? Abraham and Sarah, they questioned whether they would have another child or not. So I'm not saying this is what I'm saying. It's okay to question God, but it's not okay to doubt God, is what I'm saying. And sometimes we get to a place where our feelings and our emotions get over, and they take over how we move and do things. And that's what I'm battling. I'm battling not being taken over by my emotions, and trying to keep focused on what He has said. That's why you got to be in the Word. You got to speak the Word over yourself. You got to tell your circumstances that God is bigger than your circumstances. So yeah, I'm really going through right now, but I'm still saying, okay, Lord, I still trust you, even though life is not going how I expected right now. And it's one of those things where a lot of people are not transparent about their life or about their situations and stuff. Y'all know I'm very transparent, even though I don't like putting myself out there like that. I will put myself out there so someone can learn from it. So even if they have to get the knowledge, or if they have to get the knowledge and the wisdom without the experience, or if they eventually go through that, they know how to deal with it when it comes. So that's why I'm telling people this, because I just keep it real. I tell people, like, hey, this is the reality of life, and especially as a man, because even my manhood has been challenged. Like, man, like, dude, like as a man. And Pete, if you're still on here, you know what I'm talking about. As a man, you're supposed to be a provider. You're supposed to be a protector. You're supposed to be a certain thing as a man. And when you feel that you're not being that as a man, you kind of feel beat down, or somewhat, your manhood has been belittled or broken, or whatever the case may be. I don't know how to word it, but I know what I'm trying to say. But it comes down to that, and the ladies that watch this, y'all won't understand this, but as a man, it's different for us, because we're supposed to be leading, we're supposed to be doing certain things, And at the same time, if you're not feeling like you're doing certain things as a man, you don't feel qualified as a man. And you look at God's standards, and then you look at the world's standards for what it is being a man. So you have to go by what God says about being a man. But it's still, at the end of the day, it feels like you have to take a step back, look at everything objectively, pray about it, ask the Lord for direction, and move on from there. That's why I had to take a step back as well from live streaming and all that, because I'm like, man, what's going on? Like, women will never understand men problems. That's why I don't want to make it like a sex thing, but at the same time, it's a reality. Men need to learn how to understand men problems. Men need to understand how to approach women and go to women and all this stuff. And it gets to a point in life where when you're not doing certain things as a man, you don't feel completely. You don't feel like a man completely, is what I'm trying to say. So it is like, man, where do I stand in this? But that's why I said, as a man, especially a man of God, you have to lean 100% on Him, and that's what I'm learning now, because I'm the type of person that I grew up doing everything by myself, pretty much. So leaning on God for everything it's new, especially when you're blindly doing it and you're not really having full instructions on everything to do. You're just like, okay, Lord, we're gonna do it your way, but man, you gotta really step in. Like, you won't know who God truly is until you blindly step into a territory that you've never been, and that's the territory I'm at now. And it's kind of like, whoa, this is it's foreign, but it's also like, man, like this, it can be very uncomfortable too, just because it's brand new. It's like if you've been to a new land, you go out to another country, never been to that country ever, and then you finally you can't speak the language, you don't know any locations, you just know know by he say she say, but it comes to where you are uncomfortable being in another land because you don't know the language, you don't know the territory, you don't know what's going on. So that's where I'm at. I'm in a place where I'm in uncharted territories, so it's kind of uncomfortable because I don't know what's going on. So anybody that could say, put their thoughts and opinions in the chat, let me know, because that's how it feels if you ever been through this before. Darcy, you said, I can just say one thing today: take the year you were born and add your age today. I guarantee you it will add up to 2022. Wow, really, that's so random. Okay, Mike J says facts. Yeah, you guys, like stuff like this, you just never know where you're at until you've been in that position. And I can't speak for everybody because everybody lives differently and everybody's been in different places, but it's very, everybody has their own unique life. Everybody has their own destiny, or whatever you want to say, their own journey to take with the Lord. And sometimes the journey that you take, it's based on the anointing of your life and the calling that God has on your life. So that's why when you see people at certain places in their life, if they've been through a lot and they're now successful or whatever the case may be, oh yeah, you don't know what it took for them to get to that place. I don't know if y'all watched that Andrew Tate dude on YouTube, but watching some of his content as well, because he came from a very hard background where he had to work for everything. May have not been the most good thing to do, but he still came from a place where it was hardship to where he is now. Some people don't survive the hardship to get to where they need to be or where God needs them to be, and that's just the reality of it. So let me see. Pete says, imagine Abraham, he had great faith. There's a saying, people want the glory but don't know the story. Exactly. Like, people don't know what certain people go through on a day-to-day basis. And that's why I'm like, man, I don't say nothing until I see, what they're, unless, God reveals it to me, or if I see something that they're doing, then yeah, I'll see. But you don't know the full story of somebody before you even judge the story. So that's why I'm like, man, because I know a lot of people on social media don't like what I have to say all the time, or whatever the case may be. Maybe it's what I say, maybe it's how I say things, but people don't know what I've been through to get to where I'm at. Yeah, I've been through so much things, and I could speak on a lot of things. I just don't. I just choose to speak on the topics that the Lord puts on my mind, or topics that I feel that's going to really benefit people and going to give them a breakthrough that they personally may need themselves. So yeah, at the end of the day, it comes down to that, and I'm in an interesting place, and I'm like, okay, Lord, well, I'm still leaning on you, I'm still trusting you, and I'm gonna see this through. Now things change because He could change someone's story just like that, but you never know what He's truly trying to do in your life until it's finally done. So that's all I'm gonna say on that. Also, as y'all see in the title, crypto sucks. Crypto sucks because it's, I don't know, a lot of people I've been seeing, I don't speak much on Twitter. I just been watching on Twitter. I haven't been saying much on Twitter, but I've been seeing a lot of people been losing money on Twitter. It's very crazy. Somebody recently inboxed me saying, well, I'm not going to put all their business out, but I'm just going to say they lost quite a bit of money on in crypto. And I'm like, man, that's unfortunate. But it's also because they weren't really wise with their money as well. They were just blindly investing their money. So I'm not going to say the full details. I'm just going to say a lack of wisdom in the financial department is not good. That's all I'm going to say on that. But yeah, this crypto sucks. Y'all see the markets playing. I think it was over. It's time to like actually put out something for you guys. So that's why I came back today as well, just to give you an update on the market, update on US30 as well. If y'all don't remember the US30 trade, I was talking about last month, the 15th of last month, I believe. It has fallen dramatically, but I'll get into that in a second. Let me go to this real quick. Okay, there we go. Yeah, so I'm going to give you an update on that in a second. Let me just load up my charts real quick, and then we'll talk about it. But yeah, I hope what I'm saying to you guys is making sense. I hope I'm not just talking just to talk. I hope like some of y'all are getting, taking, what I'm saying to heart, because there's a lot that goes into living a life that's, not destructive, but trying to be pleasing to God. Because it's not always easy to do good. I'm just going, let's be real. It was funny because I was talking with my I don't even know if it's the tenant. It's not even the tenant. Not the tenant. I was talking to one of the people in the office downstairs of my apartment, right? And so, because a lot of people are struggling these days with rent and all this, and I said, I was joking when I said it, but I was saying like these days I see why people want to rob a bank, and I was just saying it because I'm like, being real with it. I understand why people do certain things, what they do. Oh, leasing agent. Yeah, leasing agent. So yeah, I was talking with the leasing agent because I was talking about robbing a bank. And, I said I see why people do it. Like, I see why people do certain things because most of the time people are a product of their not just their experience, but their environment. So their environment may make them want to do something that's, dramatic and drastic, and they don't think about it. They don't think about the repercussions. They may live in a bad area, and they may want to do stuff that's illegal. I see why people do certain things. That's why I don't really judge drug dealers. I don't judge strippers. I don't judge, people that do certain things. If you do it and you're doing it to be a heathen, then that's a different story. But if you're doing it because, you're doing it to survive, okay, I sympathize a little bit and I empathize a little bit, but I don't condone that because there's always a better standard and a better way to do things. So I see why people do certain things, but I don't agree with it. is what I'm trying to say. And when I made the joke, the leasing agent was laughing because they said if I was they said if they were in a bad position in life, they may consider the same thing too. So I was just joking and laughing with them, and it was funny. And we just talked, and then I went on my way, and then they stayed at the desk. But whatever. But point is, I see why people do certain things in life, and it's because the environments, their experience, maybe it's just something that they're trying to survive, whatever the case may be. But if you know God, it's better, and this is why I say if you know God, because if you know God, you may think twice before you do certain things. Some people do certain things because and this is the difference between someone that knows God and someone that just talks about God, or just mentions God. People that know God, they're always going to try to do the right thing, even if it kills them. Like doing the right thing sucks sometimes because it's easy to do the wrong thing. Like everybody that's watching knows it's so much easier to do the wrong thing, much easier to do evil than good. But when you know God and you know the consequences of everything, everything in life has a consequence. Everything in life has a reaction to the action to the reaction, or whatever the case may be. Just know that there is always going to be something that's going to make you say, okay, I'm going to try to do the right thing if I'm living for God. Because you have in the back of your mind how hot hell is. It sneaks up behind you, it comes to the front of your head, and says, hell's hot. And it goes right back, and you're like, oh no, I don't want to go to hell. Or it comes back to the front of your head, you're like, the Lord's going to get you for that. You reap what you sow. It just the word just talks to you, and so you're like, you know what, I'm not gonna do it. But someone that doesn't really know God like that or have a real relationship, they're just gonna do whatever, because at the end of the day, they just want to survive and they want to do good. But even if you have good intentions, it's still evil in ignorance. So that's why, I joked about what I said, but at the same time, you have to be aware that there's always a consequence out there. Let's see, you said cause and effect, aka consequences, exactly. You said, Darcy said, I've been there, but it's hard to keep it. I've honestly seen what it's like to connect to the energy source, then wondering, mind kicks back and it pulls you back. Exactly. So you have an idea what I'm talking about then. You said, you're going to love it. Yes, your actions have consequences. Yes. So everybody here has a real understanding on what I'm saying tonight, because I'm pretty sure everybody watching has been through something that made them like, what the hell's going on in my life? Or it made you question. And like I was saying earlier, like I haven't questioned God too much in my life, but times like this I've questioned, like, man, like sometimes when like in a relationship, when you feel like somebody doesn't care, it feels one-sided, right? And you feel like someone's not trying in the relationship. Now, it may seem that they're not like that, but it's just that you haven't, spoke to them. And that's what I'm saying. Like right now, sometimes you may feel alone when when you have a relationship with God, but you're not alone because He's there. He's just seeing what you're doing. Because even Job, when he was crying out and talking to the Lord, God was not responding. God's not always going to respond all the time. Now, He may respond to others quicker than He responds to you, or whatever the case may be. But point is, He's not always going to respond in your time of need. Like, He's going to watch what you're doing, and when it's the right time to, He's going to respond and do what He needs to do. It's about His timing and you building your character in that time. You going through the fire, going through the trial to get to that point. And sometimes you don't want to do it because it's very uncomfortable. And uncomfortableness brings something else out of you, or it exposes something in you. So that's why you have to go through the fire, so you could get purged from whatever it may be, or get something put in you. So yeah, that's where I'm at now. I'm seeing where this goes because I'm like, man, Lord, I don't know what you're doing. I'm confused, but I'm gonna trust anyway and see what the heck happens. So some of y'all, like, I don't know how y'all talk to God sometimes. I know how I talk to him. So I'm not disrespectful, but I come like really bold, like, hey, what are you doing? I don't know how y'all talk to, but I'm pretty bold when I talk to the Lord. I say how I feel. I say what's on my mind. I don't hold back. I say what it is, and I get a response when I get a response. That's how our relationship is. Now everybody else does not have that luxury because they may not have put in the time, or they might just be chicken to talk to God like a regular conversation. But you have to come to God boldly, but not disrespectfully. Let me first say that. Know the difference between coming boldly and disrespectful. I don't. Some people, some of y'all may know what I'm saying, but you need to understand, you know, the fine line between being bold, saying what you mean, and not being disrespectful. Y'all know what disrespect is, so I don't need to really go into that. But you have to understand there's a difference between being bold and disrespectful. All right. Let me see. Other than that, I think I pretty much, you know, got my point across and what I'm trying to say. If y'all have anything else that y'all want to share or chime in the chat, I'll gladly read y'all's chat. Also, if y'all have not already liked the video or the stream, like the stream. Helps the algorithm, helps the channel grow. That's why, you know, YouTube is funny and fishy. I should change the title to YouTube Sucks. But anyway, but really, realistically, like the stream, please, because it definitely helps the algorithm. It definitely helps people find the channel. And YouTube promotes videos that have likes. That's how the YouTube algorithm works. If y'all don't do YouTube, or if y'all don't know how it works, that's how it works. If y'all do in the future decide to become streamers or YouTubers yourselves, learn the ins and out of what works and what doesn't. That's why some people blow up faster than others, because they have more likes on their videos and they just blow up. That's just how things work nowadays. It's all about what people like, and it works. But other than that, I'm about to switch over to the charts. I'm going to look at US30 first. Then I'm going to look at Bitcoin. Then I'm going to look at XRP. Then I'm going to look at Ethereum. And then I'm going to bounce. And yeah, that'll be it. So let me go ahead and jump off the US30 chart and give y'all an update from the last time I looked at it. All right. Let me see. Let me move this way. Okay, cool. So, if y'all remember last time, the last time I looked at it, I gave everybody an update. The 15th. If you're in my student Discord, I told everybody to sell on the 15th. It went up a little bit higher, but I overall said, you know, start looking to sell around this area. And when it got to this high here, this order block, that's when the market, you know, start falling down. Let me take Ichimoku off because it's kind of disturbing the chart. But here you see the market has fallen since, let's see, what date is this? Since the 17th. So since the 17th, really, its market's been falling all the way down. And since the market's been falling down, we hit 2 targets so far. I'm looking at target 3. We're very close to target 3, but one thing that I'm concerned with, actually I'm looking at it right now. I don't know if the market is going to reach target 3 because the market is starting to find a support here. You see we have a fractal here, and the market needs to break this bear fractal to move lower to target 3. Once we break this level, we'll move to target 3, then potentially target 4. But we also have a order block right here that the market is sitting on right now. So that's why I'm a little hesitant that the market may hold here. Might find support at that level. What level is this to be exactly? This is 31,063 to the 31,266 level. So yeah, seeing how the market's holding up here, it is finding a level of support, and I'm seeing that. But right now, I'm still leaning towards the Bears taking this. I could be wrong, but I'm just taking note of that the Bears are having a hard time breaking through this level. You see here, even though that this is coming down, you see the buying volume has came down. It's saying that there's still buyers in this market because it's still purple. However, it still shows that this has dropped. Until this flips blue, then I'll be more likely to start looking to go short again on the daily time frame. But overall, we see that there are bulls in this market that are trying to fight for this support area. So that's why you see what's happening right now. You see what's going on in here. Now, we'll have to wait and see, or we'll have to just monitor like the 4-hour time frame and the smaller time frames to really get a more accurate read on the market. Let me see. Also, let me show y'all with Ichimoku too. With Ichimoku right now, we had a bullish cloud, but it's starting to flip bearish. So that's why I'm like, okay, let's see how this starts going. And also, you see sellers are in this market right now too. Sellers are in the market on the 4-hour time frame, but you see buyers are trying to push it back up to go flip purple at the middle line. So we'll see what happens. I want to see how probably the next 8 hours what's going to happen here, really. But looking at it, bears are in control on the 4-hour, and then also on the 1-hour, we have a C clamp too, which is showing the market's out of equilibrium. So most likely the market's going to push up first. Maybe not too high. It's going to push up first, and then we're going to move to the downside. We have a bearish cloud. We got this thin little nonsense here on the cloud. We also have a bearish cloud. So what I'm looking for, what I would personally look for me to take a trade or look for opportunity, I want to see the market move up to at least the red line or at least the purple zone here, and then bounce off there, then move to the downside, or come all the way up to the blue line, then bounce off here. But I don't see that, so there's no opportunity yet. It's showing that there is some bullish divergence as well on the CVD, and then also with price. So that's why I'm not really excited about entering the market on this for US30. I think the market's going to be a little bit more stagnant, move sideways, then move up, then move to the downside first. That's my thinking, just based off the information that I'm giving right now, because this could easily flip to the downside and continue to the downside if we get very strong selling volume to the downside. But we don't see that here. You see right now, if you're a visual learner, you see that the volume is still moving higher. So this is showing us that buyers are in the market. They're coming into the market, but overall there is sellers in this market because it's blue. It hasn't flipped purple yet, but it's showing you that buyers are coming in the market. Now, if we get, let's see, if we get like a volume bar, a bearish volume bar that exceeds this current one right here, and let's say it breaks this fractal, then yes, that's when I'm going to look to go short, because that's going with the momentum of the market. Trading the momentum of the market is key, but there's no momentum right now, so I'm going by what I see. So that's all I have for US30, breaking it down. And I will get to SHIB eventually. I'm going to get to SHIB after I look at the main ones. So let's see. Let's go to Bitcoin. I'm not going to be long on Bitcoin because Bitcoin has shown its face. And I was telling people this, but the market structure changed. Because people got mad at me on one of my streams, and I was like, whatever. I don't care about how y'all feel. That's just how the market is. So someone was mad that I said that the market could potentially fall. I'm gonna go back a little bit, and I'm gonna explain everything that's going on here first. All right. So why the person was mad, because because I had said that we had an ascending triangle, which we did, but I said pattern. This is why I know people don't listen when they watch live streams, or they just have like a 5-minute attention span, and they just go, ugh. They hear what they want to hear, and then it's over. So I was saying in one of my live streams that even though this is a ascending triangle, and you see it here right now, but I was saying if it could still move to the downside, and you see it did. And this is why I want to explain this, because people, like I said, listen to what they want to hear and be done. Because I said it's most likely it has a 60% chance to move up, and it didn't. Has a 40% chance to move down, and it did. And you see it did not hold this trend line. What ended up happening once it broke this trend line here, excuse me, right there, once we broke that trend line there, look what happened. This is why y'all need to pay attention, like learn this stuff for real. Because look what, well, actually it was a little more down right there. So here, we broke here, came back, didn't retest really. It stayed flat underneath it, came back down. But look what's happening. And this is why I marked this level too. I said the market could also potentially range between this price, this high up here, which is at, so what high is that? Let me move this. The high of 24,906 all the way down to 18,874. And the market's been ranging in between here. So you don't know what the market's going to do. You go based off what you see. And that's why I day trade. I don't care about giving you the market's going to go up, the market's going to go down. That's like speculation analysis. I look for technicals. I'm looking for trading opportunities. I don't care about market going up, market going down. You could trade both ways. You can't invest both ways. So that's the difference. So let's see. The market broke down, came back to where this low was, like I said, came back to retest this level, which was the breakout, and it couldn't get past the breakout. So look what's happening now. You saw the rejection there, and look what happened. The market dropped quickly. So right now, Bitcoin is in an interesting place because right now, we look at some more data. You see, sellers are trying to come in the market. You had buyers coming or in the market, but this volume here dropped off hard, and then look what happened. Sellers came in and are trying to take back their position. Now you see buyers are trying to fight here too, because you see it's moving up higher as well. But right now you see that buyers and sellers are really fighting for this current position. We're also sitting at a fractal level right here too. Let me show you guys that right there. So this fractal level is actually really a zone. So actually, let me move this back. And let me zone this for you guys. You say QK Bitcoin. I have never heard of that. I'll have to check that in a sec. But look here. You see where we're at, this fractal level. So buyers are looking to push higher because this is a buying fractal anyway. And the market's trying to make an S wave. Let me draw this up. So the market is trying to make this S wave. So buyers are looking to control this area. So you really would have to look at the daily or the 4-hour time frame to see what's really happening here to confirm some stuff. So you see it a little bit more clearly here. And then the 1 hour, let's see. You see buyers are coming in on the 1 hour. So yeah, like trading is interesting, but overall it's still bearish overall based off the 4 hour, based off the daily and the 1 hour. So sellers are in control right now, but buyers could still take it if they manage to push above the blue line and push back to this high here. But I don't see that happening right now, just based off the information. Also, the cloud is starting to get bearish too. It's starting to angle down, seeing rejection right now. So yeah, crypto sucks. Like I said, we're gonna see some more downside action in my opinion. Let's see. I'm trying to get through these quickly so I could go through y'all's request. XRP, pretty much the same as Bitcoin. Honestly, most of these cryptos are the same. You see it's ranging. It hit the same exact levels. Really, like this is the thing about crypto. Crypto literally most of these cryptos do the same thing. The exact same thing. Like Bitcoin's chart is going to look exactly like XRP's chart is going to look exactly like Bitcoin's chart. It's just at a different price. Did exactly the same thing here. Look what happened. Except for it looks a little different here. Slightly different, but pretty much the same. Broke that trend line. Look what happened. Boom. Retested it. Look what's happening. So really, the same thing is really happening for most of these cryptos, honestly. I go down to the 1 hour, I'm pretty sure it looks the exact same. Exact same. Exactly the same. Also, this is leaning, pointing to the downside. I think the one on Bitcoin was flat. So this one is a little bit ahead of the Bitcoin. XRP is a little ahead of the Bitcoin chart. Also here, you see buyers are trying to fight and flip purple. And even if it does flip purple, it's still not strong enough to move all the way up here because we're not even above the red line or the blue line. So if it does move, it might come up to this level, bounce off here, then we'll go short, or just bounce here and move short anyway. So there's so much that could happen, but looking at this, I'm still bearish overall on XRP, Bitcoin so far. Lastly, Ethereum. If you're in my student Discord, I told my student to short. We hit all 4 targets. I wasn't even. Let me see. Yeah, I didn't even live stream until today, so I had this already marked up. I marked this up on the 11th, like 2 days ago. So I told my students to look for short. So when I'm not streaming, my students are catching the trades that I'm not even streaming on. So they're gonna catch these moves if they sit and wait. But we hit all 4 targets, and it went way lower than our 4 targets. So this was a good trade. And it's doing exactly the same thing as Bitcoin. This one is slightly different because this one actually has a fully developed bear cloud on it. And it's actually breaking up right now. But the thing is, look what's happening. It's still not breaking the 0 threshold here. And it hasn't flipped purple yet. Showing that buyers are fully trying to really take control. And it's not even above this blue line either. So I'm not really convinced about a bull run right now in the crypto space. I'm looking for shorts, if anything. SHIB. SHIB is doing similarly the same thing. We had a huge order block here if you look at it. Like this was the whole order block, but that's too big. But anyway, looking at this market now in SHIB, we got a bearish cloud. We just broke underneath the Tinkersing, have a death cross. Market is somewhat in equilibrium. The only thing that's getting me right now is this level here. So let me take this off because we're now in a new structure of the market. So let me take this off too. I want to explain something on SHIB because SHIB is interesting. SHIB is right now holding support. So I would have to go to a smaller chart to see what's really going on right here. Let's see. It's showing you that overall sellers are in control, but buyers are pushing the market up just because the volume bar is getting higher, even though it's bearish. You got 1% are also saying, bulls are trying to take over too, so that's also another sign. Another thing to take note of, let's go down to the 4 hour. We have some indecision candles here. I'm pretty sure this is a purple candle. Wait. Yeah, it's a purple candle like I thought. So yeah, this is showing us that buyers want to come in. However, if you're trading or investing in SHIB, I would just be careful. It won't hurt really right now because the price is so cheap, so you're not really losing nothing. Like $50 right now on SHIB is like a steal for. But you see what's happening here. You see that the market has made support, resistance here, support down here. So technically, this market is sitting in a range. I don't like investing or trading in a ranging market. Well, trading I can, but investing in a ranging market, that's fine. If you want to enter or buy SHIB, technically this is where you want to ideally do it because you're at a support. You have indecision at this level. So this is an ideal level to buy SHIB. However, it's not saying it's a strong move up. So right now on SHIB, I would say pray about this one. If you are a praying person, I would pray about SHIB if I were you. On the 1 hour time frame, it is showing that buyers are in the market on SHIB, so this is a good sign right now. This candle closes in 1 minute. So after that candle closes, I would say this would be a good time to buy SHIB. If it is to go up like I see it right here, I would aim to up here first for like 7%. Not a big gain right there, but it has to break this resistance before it shoots up higher. And let's see. And let's say it did break, right? Let's say it does break that level. I would aim up to here around this area for at least a 37% gain if SHIB is to break this resistance. That's what I would look for if it is gonna break here. But if it doesn't, then most likely it's going to range in this box. Another level it could go to is right here, and that'll be for 19% gain right there. But right now I don't see that. I just see it moving up for the meantime. I have it for the most part. Oops, let's do this. For the most part, I would aim here first and see how the market responds here. So this is for if you're investing. If you're investing, cool. If you're day trading, you could day trade up to this point, and that's what I would have. But it's up to you guys to make that decision. I would say pray about it. That's what I see on the market right now. It looks fine to me to buy, but for a long-term buy, it would have to break this high, resistance level, and then we will look to go much higher. I might color code on my support and resistance, so I'm gonna make. Let's do this. Purple is going to be my support, and blue is going to be my resistance. All right. So that's what I have for that. So we got to break that level to go higher. So let's see. Let's go to the other request was QKC. Have never heard of that. Oops. I said QKU. Oh man, I could tell you right off the bat that this one's trash. The way this moves. Oh man, let me see. What is this? Yeah, what crypto is this for real? Like I have never heard of it. What does this thing do? Let me change that. Actually, I'll leave it. So you do have a ascending triangle right now, but I don't like that rejection there. And this thing spikes quite a bit. What I am noticing here, I'll draw this up so you can see it. All right, so this is pretty much looking like the Bitcoin and XRP chart, but this is a little lagging behind. This is like lagging behind. You do have a ascending triangle here, so market needs to break and like start moving up higher from this point once it breaks this blue level, this resistance. Once we break this resistance, that's when I would expect the market to go higher. However, like I said, a ascending triangle pattern is a 60% move to the upside, 40% move to the downside. Doesn't mean it's always going to move higher. Looking at this, if it does break below this line here, most likely it's going to come back and retest this purple line, move in here and do something like this. Probably range in here or eventually play in here like this before going up or down. So that's what I'm seeing for Quark. That's what it's called, Quark chain. I have never heard of Quark chain. Yeah, Quark chain versus Bitcoin. It don't look that strong in my opinion. Honestly, it looks like it's gonna come down. Because look here. This is why I'm not really interested in your coin that you chose, because look here. You see how much volume buying pressure it came in and then immediately it dropped off? and then buying pressure came in, and then it dropped off. Buying pressure came in again, and look how much it dropped off here. That's a big drop off. Look how big that drop off is. That's not a good sign. So once this flips blue, oh yeah, best believe this thing's coming down to this level. Probably, most likely. And then not only that, look at the previous candle on here before the one that we're currently on. This is our candle now. This is the previous candle. This is a bearish engulfing. So sellers are definitely eyeing this coin or token, whatever you want to call it. So yeah, look for a push to the downside like this. After we get down here, let me draw you another scenario that I see. Because I see it like 1,000 scenarios when I look at these charts. That's why it's kind of annoying sometimes. But look here. Right there. If you see this, look here. Let's see. This is a bullish order block. Look at the buyers came in right here at this exact level. So if we come back down to this level, look at this level closely to see if buyers trying to kick in. And Mike, I'll look at oil in a set after this one. Looking here, once you see how the buyers came in at this level, because look, if I drag this over, you could see buyers came in every single time. Well, not every single time. Most of the time at this level, buyers came in here, pushed the market up. They fell down, came to this level again, pushed it up, fell back down, came to this level again, they pushed it up real high, fell back down, they came to this level again, pushed it up, came back down, back to this level, pushed it up again. So if the market comes back to this level again, I will look to see if the buyers could do the same thing once again, then push it up. All right, so that's what I will look for here. All right, you gotta, use observation skills as well when you look at these charts. That's what I'm seeing as well at this level. So there is some structure here for sellers. There is some there is some structure for buyers at this level. So if I was to clone this line, this would be a support level right there. Right there. You even see right here too. But yeah, it flipped here. It was selling, 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 buying, buying, selling, selling, buying, buying. But you see what I'm talking about. So yeah, for this one, I would wait. I don't like it though, but I see this coming down one more time. Then we'll see when we get here. So I can't say what will happen when we get there. I can only say what will happen when we get there, or if we get there, because we could still out of the blue pop, but it don't look like that's happening based off of this. All right. Oil. So Mike, you wanted me to look at oil. Why is oil not on my? Oh, here it is. Okay. All right. Oil. Let me take a big look at oil. Oil looks bearish based off the daily. Yeah, based off the daily, oil looks very bearish. Let me see. Oil's tricky though, because on the daily it's bearish. Actually, let me do this. Let me see if there's divergence. Ooh, excuse me. Oh, excuse me. No divergence on the daily time frame. There was a divergence up here in the market drop. I had told people the market was going to drop here. But right now, currently looking at this, oh man, there's not really much I could go off of. The only thing I could really go off of here is that we have a bullish cloud. We have a bullish crossover. We have buyers in the market overall, but it's coming down. But buyers are still in the market. Also, we're holding above the red line, so we could bounce and move higher from here on the next candle. And then right here, you see the buying volume is higher than the previous one, but it's not reflecting that on the chart. So right now, this is an iffy one. Another thing I notice here is that we're inside a mother candle. So y'all know how to trade mother candles. If y'all watch this channel, y'all should know how to trade mother candles by now. Y'all, I point them out quite often. But But if you don't, this is what a mother candle is. It's when the market or the candles actually, well, best way to say this, this is the mother candle. It's all these candles are within one bar of this candle. So this candle's pregnant with 3 candles, right? That's a lot of kids, triplets right off the bat. But anyway, point is, when this breaks to the upside or the downside, that's when this market's gonna make its move. The best way to capture this is put an alert above this range or below this range, so you could catch it in either direction. The best way is also to not just put an alert there. Make sure the candle closes with no wicks like this. Once it closes with no wicks, whether it's to the upside or the downside, make sure it matches this. All right. Make sure if it breaks below and this is blue, I will look to short. If it breaks above and this is still purple, I will look to go long. This you could go either to, if this breaks above here and it breaks above, go long. If it breaks below here, go short. I don't know if you use the William %R, but that's what I use personally. Also to enter trades as well. Also the cheat codes, my candles too, tell me if I should enter the market or not as well. But yeah, that's another thing. But other than that, that's what I will look for here on oil. Oil personally looks like a buy based off the 4-hour time frame. The daily, there's no bullish divergence. It's overall bearish here. And that's why I'm like, okay, this is interesting. But I have to go based off the 4-hour time frame because that's giving me the most information. So we could still probably push up here on based off the 4-hour. 1-hour time frame is also telling me buy as well. Let me get rid of this. Yeah, 1-hour time frame is also telling me buy as well, because look what's happening. You got a bullish cloud. You got a bullish crossover. Price is above the cloud, so, and this is also bullish too. So let's see, William %R. William %R just broke beneath, so I would wait till it comes back up. Well, this candle's not closed yet either, but most likely I will wait till it comes back up, and then I will look to go long or wait for this candle to close. It still has 48 minutes for this candle to close anyway, so I wouldn't really mess with this one too much until this candle closes. So, but it is looking bullish. I will say that it is looking bullish. Darcy, you're definitely welcome. I appreciate you, by the way, joining. And also, yeah, this one I would not jump on just yet until this candle closes. I'm leaning more towards bulls on this, on oil, but at the same time, to play it safe, I would wait 48 minutes for this candle to close. And if you're trading the London session around 1 o'clock, I don't know your time schedule, but for me, 1 a.m. is around the time to start looking for trades for the London session. So 3 a.m. is really where the trading really starts for London, but I don't know what time zone you're in, so I can't really say. But anyway, other than that, yeah, that's what I see for oil. So I hope you take note of that. Let's see, anything else, y'all, that y'all want me to take a peek at? If not, I'm going to go drink some water and probably eat a snack and chill for the rest of the night. But I appreciate y'all joining me on the live tonight. I love y'all. If there's anything else that y'all want to say, any topics that y'all want me to talk about later, I also have a Reddit group. Let me put the Reddit group in the chat. Hopefully this works. Let me see. Let's see. I don't know if this link will, okay, probably don't work. Okay, whatever. So I'm gonna have to fix that. So apparently the Reddit link's not working. It works on what's it called? It works on Twitch, but I see it's not working on here. Let me try this. Let me see if this works. Let me see. Discord. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna have to fix that Reddit link. So there's the Discord. If you're not in the Discord, that's the Discord link. Also, if y'all want to check out the new merch, there. Hopefully that works. Let's see. Okay, there's the link to my merch store in the chat. So if y'all want to check it out, y'all are more than welcome to check it out. I will eventually get it so y'all can see me actually wearing it. Hoodies, tees, for the women. I have sports bras, leggings. What's the other thing? Crop top hoodies. So yeah, I'm trying to diversify, but it's also for a cause too. So if you read the description on the page, it tells you the what I'm trying to do with it as well. So because it's not just clothing, it's actually supposed to be a movement that I'm starting as well. But we'll get into that. I'm not gonna talk too much about it until I actually start wearing the tee, so I can actually be represented correctly. You know what I mean? But other than that, you guys, if y'all enjoyed the stream, drop a fire emoji, drop a thumbs up, like the video. Appreciate y'all for coming out tonight. I will see y'all on the next stream. Love y'all. Be blessed in Jesus' name. Peace.